This is a grouping diamond problem, and I immediately know that because it's a trinomial and it has a number in front of x squared. So that's what tells me it's going to be a little bit more work. So the first thing I'm going to do is my diamond, and the top number is actually going to be the first and last numbers multiplied together. So I want to have negative 10 on the top, and then my bottom number is going to be my middle term, so that would be negative 9. So now I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 10 and add to negative 9. And for some reason, these ones, the one where the numbers are 1 apart, always seem to be really tricky for people. It's going to be 10 and 1. And then I have to pick which one of these is going to be negative. Since my numbers add to a negative, the bigger number needs to be my negative. Now at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to copy down our first and our last term, so 2x squared and minus 5. And then instead of negative 9x, we're going to take our two numbers that add to negative 9. So we're not really changing the problem, we're just changing the way it looks. So now I'm going to write down negative 10x and plus 1x. So these numbers here always take the same variable as your middle term. So that's why they both got an x. Now I have a problem that has 4 terms. It turned into a grouping problem. So I'm going to put parentheses around the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. Out of the first group, I can take out a 2x, and then left over I would have x minus 5. Out of the second group, I can't take anything out, so I'm going to put plus 1. And then that wouldn't change anything, so I'd still have x minus 5. And now I can look at my green parentheses and I see that they match. That's a really good sign. That means that you did things correctly. So that's half of my answer, and the other half of my answer would be 2x plus 1. And again, it does not matter what order your parentheses are in, as long as what's in your parentheses is correct.